It's the morning, day 212. It's 8:20. Just got dropped back off. I would have maybe hiked out earlier, but I always feel so bad making someone wake up early, like super early if they don't normally wake up early, just so I can get in. I mean, it would have been an hour earlier to get here in like dream world, but who cares? I'll get the miles in. Funny thing is, this day is starting with a trail closure. So I don't know why, but there's some kind of a closure up ahead. PCT is closed like right past I-5 between where you'd go into Dunsmuir and like the Castle Crag area. So right now I'm doing an alternate, which I gotta set my watch. Okay, I had to make sure to do that because I have no idea how long this alternate is. That's, I guess, the only thing that I'm not stoked about. Love a road walk. Like, not at all bummed to have to start the day with a little road. But for some reason, like, no one's commented and far out and said, hey, this blue route is blah, blah, blah miles longer than the other one. Like, you can just tell that it's longer because it zigzags like crazy. So kind of a bummer, but not really an option. I'm not going to go through a giant gated off closure. So I guess I can't really decide or know how far I'm going today until I reconnect to the PCT and see how much this added. But my hope would be, today is Thursday, I would hope to be in Etna Saturday night. Jay's gonna look for trail angels, he said, but you can camp in the park, so I have a good backup plan, worst case scenario. And I have the number of a lady who shuttles, Darcy, so I got options. Last night was amazing. Noelle, who hosted me, was just like so sweet, and she had a cute dog named Clementine. And it was just the best case scenario. I mean, amazing Wi-Fi for starters. It's the only bummer is my phone did like backed up 90%. Just couldn't get it over the edge. So I'm still riding this dangerously fine line of running out of phone storage, which is kind of freaking me out. But maybe like today I can finish it. I don't know. But I got so much stuff done. Blogs, videos, tons of... The Wi-Fi was so good, I got a ton of YouTube videos uploaded. I'm really close to being caught back up. I need like a few more nights in town with good Wi-Fi, and I will be back, baby. That sign said gate closed, sunset to 8 a.m. or something. Does that mean, do you think you can't access this after hours? Like if you were on the PCT? Okay, I'm back on the PCT. I feel like I jinxed myself. Last night I like made some comment about how all year long I've never gone the wrong way. Like I haven't really gone in, the sun is so bright, gone in the wrong direction for more than like a really short distance before turning back. Today I did such a good job looking at this alternate map, saw that there were a bunch of different options, had gone through and like looked to see which was like the one I should take, and then kind of just like got distracted at one point because I went through a campground area and like was off the trail, was back on the trail, but I didn't zoom out far enough. So I went the wrong way for a little bit. I'll never know how much it added to the day because obviously like the alternate was going to add no matter what. But if anyone knows how long the alternate was, I added 3 miles to the day. I have a feeling it shouldn't have been that long. So that's brutal, and it was like kind of stressing me out once I realized and there was nothing I could do about it. And like I had tried to go the right way and messed it up, and then there was no connecting, intersecting, or anything to like, I couldn't rectify it very easily. But cool. So now I'm back on the PCT. What should have been a 2.7 mile section of the trail was 5.7, especially if you go the wrong way. Almost 10 miles in, cracking this baby open. All right, I figure it's a pretty good time to give an update. A lot has happened in the last few hours, considering the fact that I'm physically out on the trail, and normally it's like nothing really happens besides walking. I was just walking, I don't know, maybe a couple hours ago, at least an hour ago, it started lightly raining. No big deal, used my umbrella, it was great. Actually really didn't mind it for a while. Then the trail got a little overgrown, which was annoying because then like all the water gets like flung onto you, so I wound up getting kind of wet. The rain started and stopped a couple times. It really wasn't a big deal. I am climbing progressively higher though, like eventually to the top of this thing. I don't know if you'd call it a mountain or ridge, whatever. So it starts raining heavier. Then it got kind of wild. It was raining pretty heavy, was sort of hailing, but the umbrella was doing well. I was just a little bit wet from like the shrubs alongside the trail are super overgrown. Then I'm walking and someone's coming at me, like walking southbound, and just looking at them, you just knew it was a thru hiker and you knew they had turned back. So I was like, what's going on? They're like, there's a fire like about 40 miles north of here, 2 miles from the trail, before Etna. And they just like don't know. I guess it's grown from 20 something acres to 90 something acres in the last, 12 or less than 24 hours, because it only just started like either late last night or early this morning. No one had said anything to me about it like online, or I didn't hear about it until out here. So she was turning back, kind of like overly cautious. Just sounded like they'd had experience with forest fire and didn't want to deal with it. I mean, it smells smoky, but I'm so curious if I'm, just thinking that, or it could be still pretty far. I mean, 40 miles isn't that far. Like, smoke blows in from fires way further away than that. Whatever. So, I heard there was some hikers ahead, so I just kept going. I did Garmin J because I don't have service, just to be like, hey, what's good with this fire? There's a highway 40 something miles ahead where you can go into Callahan. I wasn't going to go there. I was planning to be in Etna, not tonight, not tomorrow night, but the next night. But I need to maintain a continuous footpath. So if there's definitely a chance that I'm going to get through to the highway and the trail could close. I don't know. Or, 2 miles. A fire 2 miles from trail is almost too close for comfort. It's not like windy, but these things travel so fast. So I think there's at least a possibility that when I get to the highway 40 miles from here, which would be 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow if I hit my intended mileage for today, but we'll see. I mean, I just sat for like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes talking to these hikers, and just like the bulk of the storm was coming through. It was raining and hailing really hard. Got water for the last time in a while, at least, unless I go off trail. So grabbed a bunch. I mean, it got pretty cold. I put my rain gear on just to stay warm. It's probably feels like it's in the 60s, I would guess. It's not bad. I mean, not bad at all. Whatever. But a lot of stuff happening. So be curious to get an update from Jay. It's still early. It's like 4 o'clock or 3 something. So yeah, it'll be interesting to get an update from him and see. My hope would be I can at least make it out to this highway, and then you can physically road walk from there to Callahan to Etna. Which, like, there was a road walk in this area that just reopened. So I wouldn't feel bad about that at all. I need to maintain a continuous path. I need to get out of Northern California because it's wildfire season, dude. I can only imagine that is where the fire is. Right? Like, that's gotta be smoke rising up. Alright, the day is kind of winding down. It's funny, today's just felt like a lot. I think a lot of it has to do with kind of adding mileage this morning by going the wrong way, which was so stupid, and literally haven't done that like once all year, so I think it hurts a little harder. And then like the chaos of it's like pouring rain and hailing, and I'm trying to have a conversation with someone who's turned around, who is like bailing because of fire. I mean, you can literally see the fire off in the distance over there. I just have a headache. It was hot today. I don't mean to complain. It's just, dude, it's just one of those days where I wish that, I mean, I can do whatever I want. I have free will, but I try to make choices that benefit myself in the future. So realistically, like, I would love to just get water right now and set up camp. I'm friggin' fried. Like, I think it's like 27 or 28 miles into the day, so whatever. I hit average. Even though I guess considering the fact that I did that detour thing, technically there's a few miles that don't count towards the PCT. But yeah, I would love to just stop, but if I did that, it's gonna mess every single thing up for, you know, like I'm supposed to get to Etna Saturday night, so 2 nights from now. And yes, I have confirmed that this fire did close trail up ahead of here. You can stay on trail for a while, but I am probably going to, as of like the end of today, it'll be like 30 miles on the trail, and then I'll get off and I'll road walk through Callahan and then to Etna, and then road walk up to Etna Summit to reconnect to where the closure ends. Well, it's a really nice tent site, but I really just don't have enough water. So yeah, I want to stop. I want to be done for the day, but I'm making myself at least go to the next water. I mean, I have 1.5 liters, but that's just not really enough to cook dinner and drink any water tonight and drink coffee and water in the morning. So gotta just not be a baby. It'll wind up being like a 31 or 32 mile day. I really should get water and then hike another couple miles. But I think I'm gonna get water and just camp at the next available spot. It's really dark and it's supposed to thunderstorm and rain tonight. I would really like to be set up before that happens. We'll see. So I mean, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a huge day. It'll probably be like 30 just to get to the highway trailhead and then start some of the road walk. So it'll probably be like a 40-mile day. But today was like kind of uphill all day long. Tomorrow will be a little easier. And I'll get to end on, I think it's like 8.5 or something miles of road walk from where the trail crosses the road to Callahan. But yeah, today's just one of those days when I don't want to keep walking. It doesn't happen a lot. I'm just tired. My head feels a little better. I took Excedrin. It would be really nice to be a normal person who can just stop at the really nice tent site back there and set up for the night. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I might have copped out and camped somewhere if I didn't need water. So thank God I need water. It's keeping me in check. But I just want to get to camp before it rains more. Please. Lord have mercy on my soul. Lightning's starting and it's really dark. I mean, it's like not even 7 yet, so to be this dark, you can hear that thunder. Help, help. Could have seen this coming, huh? It got me. Thunder, lightning. On a bright side, it's not like I want to set up camp when it's pouring rain, so hopefully by the time I get to this water, it just stops. Okay, didn't go as far as I hoped, but it just be like that sometimes. This wildfire smoke is pretty crazy. The last like hour of the day, a lot of stuff is blowing in, probably because of this weather. Of course, right now it is not raining, thundering, or lightninging, but it was like raining the entire last hour of the day. So when I finally got to, I was just adjusting my tent. When I finally got to that water, it was just like, yeah, I grabbed it. I started looking for the next spot to get set up, and I mean, a ton of stuff was exposed right now. Like, this spot isn't amazing. I just kind of hope it doesn't rain. I think there's a good chance that if it did rain, that like this spot would be fine, and my bathtub is like propped up enough that I would stay dry in here, but it's just not the best spot. But I was just so ready to be done. And the only other spots, I mean, there's nothing marked for a really long time for camp spots. So I saw that there was like some more exposed ones. But yeah, it's all good. So I mean, as of right now, I'm like 30 and change from this trailhead where I'm probably going to, where like it's right by a highway, Highway 3, and the options for this fire are basically walk further past this trailhead to a more obscure trailhead, and everyone's gonna just hitch from there up. If I walk to the further trailhead, like 93 something, that road, then it makes the road walk way crazier and longer because of like where you're getting off. But if I get off and walk through Callahan and Etna and then reconnect, it's like very similar mileage to the trail. It's a difference of 4 or 5 miles, something like that. So I'm leaning towards doing that. I mean, I think there's always a small possibility that the trail reopens, but I doubt that it'll happen in such a tight time window. So tomorrow's probably going to be like somewhere between a 38 and 40 mile day, but I think it's going to be nice. Doesn't look like there's as much elevation gain. And then the last like 8 or 9 miles of the day is road walk. So yeah, whatever. Like, I'm just going to wake up early and just have a fresh day. Today just drained the life out of me for some reason. Just the combination of everything. I just feel like my anxiety is the wrong word, but like stress hormones got spiked so high this morning by veering off course, and just like the realization of adding time to my day and the fact that I wanted to go 33 miles, not including the detour. So I was going to be like a 36-mile day after I accidentally like went the wrong way, basically, which is fine. Like, normally it's fine, but it just wasn't super fast. And then, it's raining and hailing and thundering, and the trail was so overgrown. So I was just getting like soaked all day with branches. It just wasn't my day. Yeah, but tomorrow will be better. Like, yeah, tomorrow will be a long day. It'll be a 40. Been doing a lot of those recently. Anyway, honestly, I think if the terrain for the first 30 tomorrow is like, is as chill as it looks, then I'll still be out to the highway by like 3 or 4. Outside Jay might come meet me. It's not like I need anything. My biggest question is just like, Callahan's not a real town. Like, they don't have a motel. So I'm just kind of unsure where I'm going to spend the night tomorrow night, like tenting on the side of the road. That works sometimes. And maybe like there is a bar in town or a gas station or something. Maybe they would let you tent there. Yeah, but we'll see. It'll be a big day tomorrow. And then, I mean, I don't have a service, so I can't check exactly how long it'll be the next day. But I think it'll maybe be like a 30-mile day the next day, or a little bit shorter. So I guess that would be nice to get into Etna. But yeah, I'm about to make dinner, make hot chocolate, and just pray that it doesn't rain, because if you saw this spot, you would understand. It's not amazing, that's for sure.